What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to this new Dune 2000 game. It is a 2vs2, like I suppose you like it for me to comment. Um, shouldn't be the closest of the games I recorded so far because we have three good players and one elite player in the purple corner, excuse me. Uh, so it's very probable that Kipper's team wins the game. In this special case, his ally is Berkani, SW Ghost, in the Dream Corner. Their opponents are Brown is MK and Gray is Manu. No offense to them, but I would be very, very, very surprised if they can pull the upset in this 2v2 game. What else are we faced with? Well, top team is 100% Harkonnen, and bottom team is 100% Ordos. Ordos versus Harkonnen matches are very often interesting. Now here, MK is quarreling with Kipper. I don't know how bottom team separated themselves, but top team will win the Battle of the Scots. This is interesting. Was Kipper too aggressive? Was Berkani sleeping and not joining forces with his partner? It's hard to tell. Oh my god, if it took like 3 minutes for Kipper to ally his ally, well, this explains that. So Berkani will try to scout isolated and not run into the superior force of his opponents, while Kipper probably has his invisible radar somewhere able to scout. Anyway, most of the map is already discovered. So Kipper is going with the Tano-like build order. Dan also uses this strategy very often of not putting concrete under the first wind traps. Can be the first 2, the first 4, the first 7 wind traps. There are a pretty interesting number of sub-variants of this build order. The idea being to gain time, and the con is obviously that your wind traps are being built with half 8 points, so you absolutely have to repair them very often, which means you're losing money. So I noticed a lot of games from Dan using this build order, and he spends often so much money to repair his wind traps in the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game that he feels himself compelled to build a 5th refinery. So, in my opinion, it's not a very good idea. I don't see how it's optimal, because the precious time you win by not building concrete, well, you have to lose it immediately after to build a 5th refinery, because you're spending so much money to just repair the wind traps. And Kipper is doing, interestingly, the same thing as Dan, which is building a 5th refinery to make up for the loss of money. So at the end of the day, Kipper is now starting to build up tanks, and MK already is pumping barracks and siege tanks. So you tell me, how is this optimal? Berkani is also up to tanks, and Manu also. And no player is... well, now Kipper has a 3rd AV factory, but I personally don't see how it is optimal to do that, at least in a 8-minute no-rush game. If rush is allowed, then it can be totally different, but I don't get how it can be optimal to do that. Now, if we check at the other players, Berkani's build order is orthodox enough, just like MK. MK now 3 heavy factories and a starport, so it suggests MK has been a little faster. I don't know if this was planned from Berkani. Anyway, and Manu has 2 heavy factories, and the first light fact coming before the third heavy. This is original, particularly from Harkonnen player, because the Harkonnen combat tank is so strong that Harkonnen players tend to have faster than other houses their third heavy fact. But not for Manu. Will it pay off? We'll see. Now, our top team will try to organize against an elite class player like Kipper. And we can theorize about build orders and stuff, but one fact remains: Kipper is an absolute beast. Look how fast he created this army and how fast he moves it. And already these troopers are totally destroyed by a capable force of raiders. In the Western Front, Berkani has been moving raider tentatively, and MK has been able to make him pay for it. And Kipper is just brutalizing Manu in this start game. Look at this. How much kills? 50 against 30. Wow. Well, on the Eastern Front, the war seems already settled. Kipper is now just so strong that MK already has to focus on what's going on. He can have repulsed Berkani in the short term, but it's now even harder for the top team to make this a close game. And Kipper will try to encircle the brown units if Berkani realizes what's going on, and yes, he does. Then we could see a very nice encirclement maneuver. Now Kipper is retreating back. I don't know why. The maneuver could have succeeded. Interesting. And Manu is coming in time to prevent the encirclement. And he's doing, well, maybe he won't win the battle, but he's still doing far better than the first encounter. This one will still be well won by Kipper, though. On the Western Front, however, Kipper's maneuver I think, has made Berkani attack probably earlier than he felt himself ready to. And the result is that MK once again has been able to make Berkani pay for the mistake. But now the encirclement could come again. But again, Kipper is retreating. This is hard to follow. More interesting than I thought, however. And already Dune is building deviators, which is good, I think. Against Harkonnen, well, the opposite would be a surprise. I mean, you don't have any advantage to scale bad deviators. And oh! Is Kipper paying attention away from his computer or something? What's going on? Just like that, Kipper has lost 4 buildings, including 2 of his AV factories. And by the way, this is a good sneak attack on Manu. I mean, if you know you can destroy something like 3 or 4 buildings, select them wisely, and select wisely Manu did. Destroying 2 heavy factories will be costly for Kipper's production in the short term. On the other hand, if Manu chose to destroy like 3 or 4 refineries, it would just have had no effect. So Manu did a good job. Does it mean top team has now a higher chance of winning this game? Yes, a little bit. A little bit. And MK is pursuing his effort on the Western Front. This seems close, and a little rush of harvesters, like 3 or 4 harvesters against Ordos, is very risky, because Berkani has deviators, and look at how many green harvesters will be able to counter. Now there are 2 battles very interesting to follow at the same time. Here, Berkani's counter rush is working nicely so far. Does he have enough reserves? Yes, I think he does. If you want to bring an harvester rush against Ordos, you're better to have a lot of them. With at least, I don't know, maybe something like 7 or 8, 10 harvesters, it can make a difference. But if you send just 3 harvesters in front of deviators, well, they will just get deviated, and you'll get fucked up. So very nice counter effort from Berkani here. And here, oh, how fast these purple Ordos are. This is amazing. And MK is trying to get he's trying to send reinforcements immediately. This can be hasty, however. Well, Manu is doing a good job after 2 big losses in the first battles. This is turning out way more interesting than I anticipated. So I have to excuse to top team members. They are able to show a good show after all. And now all the stuff happening in the top of map is allowing Berkani some initiative. The harvesters are coming. They are ready to... Oh. Are they? Well, very good defense from MK. He has been putting its troops from top to bottom in a well-organized way. How Kipper has been able to come attack again at the top left so quickly. It's amazing. And now Berkani will be able, sooner or later, to take advantage of the loss of focus of MK. Manu is doing the right thing to pursue Kipper's army wherever it is. However, Kipper is doing now some significant damage in MK's main base. Oof, the 3 heavy factories are done. Only 1 here. The starport is gone. Now Berkani is under no pressure at all. Well, this is brilliant maneuvering from Kipper. And I don't know how top team can recover from this. In the short term and especially in the long term. Now that purple units are finally gone from this area, green units are appearing. Berkani can afford to be very patient and think about his next move here. In my opinion, it's still not a question of if, but only a question of when. Top team fights well. Kipper is just fighting better. I like the idea of having a lot of raiders against Harkonnen and their good armor. This is interesting. Well, Kipper obviously doesn't mind at all about Harkonnen armor. He's just going for the speed. And also, other advantage of raiders is that they are so fast to build. I mean, speed in the sense they have speed and move very fast, but they are also quick to build more than quads. And now it's just outmaneuvering Manu here. Doesn't seem a lot top team can do about it now. Berkani is well organized in middle and he has a stable front here. And he has reserves also in his main base. And it seems like I don't see much gray harvesters left on the map. Do we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there are 8. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is not a lot. Here, Manu is, pardon me, MK is trying another rush. But I think Berkani is well defending on this one. And once again, in my opinion, there was not ever harvesters in front of an Ordos players with deviators. Now Manu is in a rebuilding mode for his economy. His credits are down the 10k mark. And look how fast Kipper is. He sees an empty base and he will capitalize on it. I don't know why Manu is targeting middle now instead of pursuing Kipper like he was since the beginning of the game. But it will go nowhere. Now Berkani has a good control over middle. Kipper, well, obviously still has reserves and a new base here very near Manu. Next purple wave could be the last one. The winning one, I mean. And the top team could try to encircle this purple force. But it's hard to focus on several areas at the same time. NK is also concerned of mounting a good offense here. Now he's bringing more than 3 harvesters, and consequently it could work a lot better. Let's see. Yeah, the deviators can deviate quickly 1 or 2. But this is now fruitless because the green reinforcements were coming very timely to counter MK's attack. I expect a GG2 soon from the top team. In fact, do MK has any yeah, he has a lot of refineries in his second base. But expect the cash amount to go down. And Manu's amount is going down too. I wonder what Berkani is waiting for before to deal the fatal blow to MK. Where is he going? He could just blow the fatal blow to Brown, but he's sending everything toward the entire opposite of the map. Why? So complicated. Kipper is doing very fine on this front. I don't see how he needed some help. He has just given some time to MK to recover. To just make the game last a little longer. Well, obviously, Berkani is going to win this engagement. He had the numbers advantage, more harvesters, good meat throwing. Brown doesn't have a lot of units remaining. Look at how big the purple army is now. Manu will try his best, but this is becoming hopeless for the top team. There it is. GG from MK. And Manu should also surrender soon. There it is. So I hope you enjoyed. Congrats to all players and have a good one.